Hey you guys, welcome back to Chaos and Crime with Tiff. And today I'm here with breaking news from out of Birmingham, Alabama. The remains of a 21-year-old man who has been missing for 38 years has been found and positively identified. And a homicide investigation is now being launched in this case. 21-year-old Bryant Bates was last seen alive on November the 15th of 1988 after leaving his family's home at Northeast Lake. After not returning home, his family grew concerned and reported him as a missing person to the Birmingham Police Department. Authorities say that early on into the missing persons investigation that concerns grew within the family and the authorities that Bryant had possibly been murdered. Bryant would then be missing for 38 years until November the 4th of 2004 when an exterminator discovered some human skeletal remains. The skeletal remains were discovered buried inside of a coal bin in a crawl space at a residential rental property in Southeast Lake. The Jefferson County Medical Examiner Office's examinations found that the remains were believed to be those of a male of African descent, between 17 years of age and 30 years of age, approximately 5 feet 10 inches tall. Bates was last seen wearing a pair of plaid pants and a white shirt trimmed in blue. The clothing that was found along with the remains consisted of remnants of a pair of plaid pants, a white and blue shirt, and argyle socks. And the manner of death was determined to be homicide, a GS wound to the head. In 2015, information about the unidentified remains was entered into the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, but there was no match. Between 2018 and 2025, bone samples would be sent around to several different places for analysis. Then finally, in February of 2026, the University of Texas Center for Human Identification performed a DNA testing of Bates and confirmed that the remains were those of 21-year-old Bryant Bates, missing since 1988. And it really is a sad case that his family is having to find out that all of these years he's been deceased and that's their loved one. So it's a really, really, really sad situation. However, I'm really glad that they was able to figure out what happened to him and get some closure on this case. Hopefully, whoever's responsible for this will face justice. And despite the outcome not being what any of us hoped for, I'm glad to see that this case that sat unsolved for 38 years has finally been solved.